Communication isn't just about words, it's about love in action. When you communicate with your spouse, are you actually connecting? Or are you just trying to make a point? Oftentimes, when we're speaking with our spouses or in relationships, we are just listening to make a point, okay? And for the other person, they're not getting along with the conversations. We find out that some people, okay, some of our spouses, they might just be the hysterical ones. They are trying to make meaning out of what you're saying. I have been that one because at times I'm trying to like process what he's saying, making meanings out of what he might not be saying. And in the long run, we see that we come off that communication getting two different perspectives. So it will do us a lot of good if you are actually listening, okay, in the moment that you're present. You're not just trying to like make out what they are not saying, but listen to what they are saying. Let's say your spouse rephrase whatever they meant, okay, so that you have a better understanding of what they actually meant, so that you're not running off on another tangent or another perspective. It will help a whole lot. Bible says, be kind and compassionate one to another, forgiving one another, leave the past in the past. When you're communicating, let it be that you are just present and you're listening in the now, and if possible, try as much as possible to check in, to know where they are mentally, okay? Ask questions and be as objective as possible when asking questions. You could check in at the end of the day. How did your day go? How can I support you better? If there is genuine concern, if it shows that you are not just trying to heat up a conversation, but you are actually listening out to make an input in your relationship, you see that it gets a lot easier for you to understand yourselves. And at times, the most of the communication is not just about who is loudest and all that. You could see that having a good night rest, okay, saying, okay, we recycle over this issue again by morning, or just trying not to talk at the heat of the moment, you see that you have a better understanding and clarity, understanding yourselves. And at times, most communication might just be about you listening, a soft touch, eye contact, you just being present, and you see that you are making that connection. In most times, it's not just about the words, but you taking time to really understand your spouse. Sometimes the best of the communication could actually be non-verbal. It could actually be you prioritizing your spouse, that when they are talking, you put down your phone and you're just listening. It could just be an encouraging smile. It could just be you listening and your presence, you being present in that communication. So ask your spouse one meaningful question today and be intentional about it. Let it be that you're not just listening, but you're listening with your heart. You're not just listening to the words, but you're listening from a place. You are listening with your heart and with intentionality. Let it be that you are out to show love. You are out to show kindness with what you're saying. And as much as possible, let's be intentional about building stability, about communicating, because it's not just about the words, but it's actually taking time to build and connect while we communicate. Let's build trust, let's build stability, let's build connection with our marriages. And we could start by asking God to help us to actually talk and listen more, and that we are saying less, we're listening more, and we're slow to speak as He commands it, that we are listening out and being present when our spouse is speaking, and that it's not just about our words, but about connecting when we are speaking with our spouses. Also, work on how you can be a better listener. Okay, just try as much as possible to listen with your heart when your spouse is communicating. Also, find out, are there conversations that you've been avoiding that you need to sit down and talk? Just get the right moment, time it. If it's something that you need to give time, give it time. Maybe a whole lot has gone wrong. You just need to start. Okay, look for what to compliment about your spouse. If you need to start by forgiving, if you need to start by watering the ground, making sure that the conversation goes the right way, and that you are listening as much as you are talking, that you are listening, okay, and not just aiming to talk, but listening to be heard, listening to connect, and that you are working on your marriage and your relationship, and that you're building a home that you're happy and you're proud of. God bless you.